Okay, one thing we've never really done, and we're not going to do it to the fullest, but we've never gone through and showed you this park. We've never did a ride through of the park or anything like that. So we're going to cover the loops, maybe one section of each loop, because there is an A, B, and C. Currently we're in the A, and just give you an overview of what you got. Now in the A loop, as you can see here, we've got pull-throughs and they're full hookups for the most part. That's not all of them. They do have limited full hookups here, but we're gonna try to show you what you can expect to get whenever you come into the park here. So let's go.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
So you can see all this here. A lot of this is primitive camping. There's no electric, no water. The shower house is close though. It's very shaded. This is a shortcut to the beach here on our right that takes you out to the road that takes you to the beach, which we did that the other day. Again, you have your shower house here, so it's real easy to get to. Big open field. I don't think it's very expensive to stay here. Maybe probably in the $25, $27 range for primitive. Might be close to $30 for full hookup, but it is a very nice campground to boat. East Harbor State Park has their own marina. They do have boat parking in the campground here. It's actually across from where we're currently parked behind us. So you can bring your boat back and forth to the marina. There's wildlife. There are very non-human shy deer that you can pretty much almost walk right up to. And this, again, this is all the A section, the whole A loop, and there's quite a few sites here. So now what we're going to do is make a right, even though you can see there's sites over here. We're going to make a right and head up the street a ways. If you want, you can go back and check out a video that we did back when we had our old Terry camper and our old F-150, and we actually stayed back in that area. I think that was electric and water only. No, it's actually electric only, but we were close to the dump station. So there's a dump station back there, and they do have water, potable water. And then this is the entrance that you come in. You can see this Reserve America motorhome coming in. You've got a check-in station that you can pretty much do for the most part that will allow you to go from here. You can go straight to the day use area, which we showed you, or you can go to your site. So the campground, camp park, check-in, camp store, all that's right in front of us. Coming in this direction, you can go down to another dump station with potable water. You can flush your tanks. Also, there's a boat launch down there. You can do the boat launch if you'd like. But we're going to go to areas C, D, and E. I don't know if we're going to do the group area. I don't think a lot of you will be interested in the group area. We might be able to go through there, show you what it looks like. They do have trails for people to walk or bike trails if you want to ride over there, but we prefer not to personally. Also, if you want to check out, whenever we came back with our Terry camper from Wisconsin Dells, we stayed in a campsite that's right where that truck is turning to the left there, just a few sites down. So here we are at the junction for all these different sites. So everything to the left of us here is C sites. Apologize for the wind. It is something that I fight with this camera. But all these loops here, for the most part, they're all the same. You have electric only. Like I said, you're limited. And I'll show you, we'll go down the loop to one of the first sites that we've ever stayed at this park. When the kids were still young and we were still tent camping. And the reason we chose this loop was because the shower house was this close. So the first time that we ever camped in this park, our very first introduction to East Harbor, was right here. This was our campsite. And just to give you an idea, I remember our son coming down here and piling up wood to do jumps. He wanted to do jumps, and even though it was against the traffic, I used to give him crap about it. But this is when we first learned that maybe we wanted to move into something a little bit bigger. So what happened was there was somebody that was camped in a pop-up camper right over here, and we were in a tent here. And whenever we came back the next year, they were in a pop-up camper here, and we were in a pop-up camper over there. But since then, we haven't been. So this is the C loop. I won't show you the ride back. We'll go ahead and pick it up whenever we get to the next group of loops. See here, these are all pull-through sites. Again, these are electric only. There is a selection of different lengths you can deal with. And we're going to go back to the intersection so I can show you the intro or introduction into the other sites. Be aware that if you're at these sites here, that early in the morning they will come get the trash and it will wake you up. So again, same theme is being repeated here. You've got electric only, a little bit more shaded, a little bit more remote. You can see there's places back there. That's D1 through D16. Some of them are gravel here, you can see. This used to be a farm. It was owned by a very influential family. Obviously, they had a lot of money. And unfortunately, due to the stock market crash, they lost the farm. The state of Ohio got it, and that's how the state park came about. But they are buried there. Those are their graves. This is, again, their farm, their old farm. So what we're going to do is do something a little bit different here, and that is go through the group area. I said that I wasn't going to initially, but looks like there's no groups back here we can disturb. So what is the group area? Well, it's just that. It's whatever you want to do. Boy Scout groups, any kind of church groups. I know that they have a lot of that go on here. This is all kind of free reign for them to enjoy. Every time we've ever come back here, the groups have always pretty much congregated back to the left here that we're getting ready to go. course, you're talking primitive back here. I don't see, you know, I refer to primitive sometimes even when you get electric, but this is pretty much primitive. No electric, no water, obviously no sewer. But the whole idea is, you know, it's true camping. It's 100% true camping. And we've seen everything back here. We've seen, you know, trailers, obviously, but we've seen tents and pop-up campers. The park's a great park. You can see why I think we love it. We're going to go down here to one attraction real quick. So if you want to come here, these are much smaller than the ones you'll find elsewhere, but nonetheless, these are glacial grooves. And like I said, there's other parks like Kelly's Island that has much larger ones. But down here, I know it's not going to come up on a camera. All the rock here, this isn't you know, concrete. It's, I know it kind of looks that way, but all these rocks, all these lines, all these grooves, that was caused by the ice age. You know, the ice moving across and basically entrapping other rocks that just grind, you know, put these grooves in by grinding the two together. So very interesting. Makes you realize how insignificant you are looking at something that's 1,000,000 years old, and also you know, seeing something that is more than 100 years old with the grave markers up there with the people that used to own all of this land. So now we're going to go back out the way that we came. I'm not going to show you all that, and we will pick it up when we go into the other loops. See here, this is the camp store. We just came from this direction here, and I want to take you out this way to show you the dump station and also the boat ramp, and there's a fish cleaning station. Now, whenever you're camped, whenever you're stopped, there's a lot of these little trails like this, and you can cut through. You don't have to walk out on the street to get to a lot of these places. You can cut through and get to any of these places through these little trails. So let's go ahead and show you the dump station. Kind of see that's being occupied. And that's because there's just not that many full sites here. There is a playground here. I think it's one of a few. So dump station, really easy to get to, really big, accommodates really big rigs, both directions. Easy to get turned around. And then of course the boat ramp, you can see people taking advantage of that. And there's trails, nothing that really goes too far to this direction. It stops at a marina a ways down, but you can go out on that peninsula if you'd like, which we have in the past. They used to have a picnic table out there. And then again, there's trails to get you to these places, like coming from the sea loop where we were before. That's in this direction, but also over here, you can see, here's the fish cleaning station. They have specific cans for you to dump all your fish scale and guts. And in the summer, it's pretty hot, a lot of flies, but it's better than having somebody do it in your campsite next to you. So we'll go ahead and head back out here, go past the dump station and back at the camp store. Now, I know it's pretty difficult to see, but to the right of the camp store, you have your firewood, and the camp store has your traditional stuff in there. I think there's ice cream and chips and all kinds of stuff that you may need whenever you're camping, you forgot something. But more to the right of that, there is like 3 rows of parking, and any of those rows you can go and stage yourself to wait until it's time for you to actually check in. Now, once you've gone through and you've gotten your gate pass or whatever, you will park your RV over into the parking lot that is closer and directly in front of us, that you can see those campers already there. The guy just hopped out of his, maybe. I know it's a wide angle lens, so it might be too hard to see, but that's where you're going to park your RVs and actually go in and check in or register. But you can see the truck that's driving over on the other side of that fence. All that area there, we have stayed. We have actually dropped our RV there because we got here too early and went and explored. Or you can check out our previous video, just a couple videos back from this one here, and you can see what we do now, and that's go up to the day use park, and we sit up there and wait and enjoy Lake Erie until it's time to go to our site.